Guess it'll be one of those streams. Sideways. Whew. Let me see if I can get this thing going. Probably not. Whew. Y'all will probably see Maggie's nose in it. And I'm still fidgeting. Hey Nadina, how are you? Hey Miss Linda. I'm just fidgeting. I'm out here, been in the garden hoeing and pulling up weeds and trying to get it ready for the fall stuff. Hey Miss Helen. So I'm a little lopsided here. Couldn't get the rotation right again, but anyway, didn't want to miss today's stream. I almost did. I'm very, very late. But like I said, I was out in the garden. I don't know if y'all can see it or not. I'm gonna try to show you. Y'all see all the critters too. But that's what I've been doing today, just getting Rose ready. And well, this afternoon, I had grandbabies earlier. So, the youngest daughter is going through a divorce now. And so she's got a 2-year-old and a 3-month-old, almost 4-month-old. And so they've been here a lot. Hadn't got a lot done. Hey, Mark. So that's just all that's been going on. Just working on this garden. So I'm trying to decide whether I want to put the row cover down now or wait till the spring. So, I mean, there's not as many weeds to deal with in the fall like there is in the summer. But I've got my rows made. I could go ahead and cover the rows and then just overlay what's already there from the rest of it. So I just hadn't decided. Cold with the Balloon Festival. How cool. That would be great to see. Thanks, Miss Helen. She's doing good. Hey, and the babies were doing good. Oh, you got to 85 today, Geeky? We hadn't got there yet. And then you can see it's overcast, it's windy. When I got up this morning, it was 56. So it's probably 70 something right now, a low 70. But it's nice out here, and I've gotten a lot done in a short period of time. So that's always good. Not taking much time to do anything. I don't have a motorized tiller, so I'm using a claw thing that I got at our local feed store, or whatever you call it. It's not really just a feed store. It's kind of like an all-around gardening, building supply type thing, salvage place. And I really like it. It makes it easy because the ground's already soft anyway, since we got a good rain. And we did have it tilled when I first started the garden last fall. So it's not bad, Miss Helen, not this time. It's not like the summer weeds. Oh goodness, the summer was awful. So I just been out there chilling out, trying to decompress from grandbabies and the 2 patient crew. And trying to decide what I'm putting where. I've already got some collards out there and different things. Hey Blue Ridge, got your mail today, thank you. Got some nice seeds from Blue Ridge Homestead. I'm excited about that. That was unexpected. Terry, he was like, We got mail? I said, yeah, and I got seeds. He said, oh boy. Yeah, it is good therapy. It calms me right on down. I was tricky, poor boy. You was watching the game. I didn't want to bother you. Hey, Cecilia. He's doing good, Nadina. He's in the chat line now. Hey, Homestead and Hardway. How are you? And there's Jen. Where you been hiding that, girl? That hubby's gone. I expected to hear from you. I was just waiting to hear from you. Didn't want to bother you. Yeah, I'm not going to be on here long, Cecilia. I know that everybody from HOA is putting their stuff out, and I just wanted to be... Mainly, I wanted to get on and remind y'all about tomorrow. Poor boy church. Babysitting all week. Me too, girl. Me too. Except for right now, Amara is with her daddy. First weekend by herself with her daddy. I'm not thrilled. She's fine, but I'm not thrilled. And then Sarah and Adeline just went to Michaela's. So we are grandkidless for the last hour, and I've spent that last hour in the garden. Yeah, Jen, that is my look too. Wasn't real thrilled about it, but they filed their paperwork yesterday, and so far he's doing what he's supposed to. We're doing good, Cecilia. Everybody's doing good. Even the baby is doing good. Mr. Jack, are you trying to moderate all day long each day over there for them? I hadn't even been back on there today. And I didn't get to be on there much yesterday, but right at the moment, that is not on my priority list of things to do. I need to decompress for a while first. Now, I hadn't even heard from Bear and them. And he said, well, Robin said, you know we're going to Marco you, but they hadn't. And I'm not bothering them. Yeah, he's good at it. That's why he's the one of the big dogs on mine. I got him and I got Jen. I got some others. Hey, Mrs. Green Thumb, how are you? Thanks, Miss Linda. Sitting in bed watching TV, eating. Say, okay, girl, you ain't been around me lately. It's been crazy. Yeah, I'm glad you called me too. I've been out here in the garden, and I was like, I ran in and I asked Terry what time it was. He said 3:09. I said, ooh, I'm late for this live stream. And then I didn't bother him to come out here with me because he's watching the ball game. And so he probably needs to decompress from grandkids too, because it definitely interferes with his sleep. Because even if Amara's not in the bed with us, if her or Adeline whimpers, he hears it. And the dogs hear it. And they get upset. And then he doesn't sleep. So I'm trying to let him decompress too. But I'm trying to spend as much time with Amara as possible, because I know it won't be many months and Mom's going to move. She's going to get out of those apartments where she's at, because he's also living in the same complex. And it's just not cool. Start live streaming at 4 a.m. Oh, no. You think I look rough right now? No. That would not be good. 7:30 a.m. there. You get fixing to get your coffee. It's been so crazy around here. I made my coffee 2 days in a row and still hadn't drank it. Just hadn't had time. I'm a hot mess, but that's okay. I've been pulling weeds and digging in dirt, breaking up that ground. It smells so good. Me too. I like coffee. I like it doctored up though. I like keto coffee. Kind of like what they call bulletproof coffee, but I just do it myself. Just regular coffee and heavy whipping cream and coconut oil and that kind of stuff. My shirt says "Garden like your life depends on it," because it does. This is one of Deep South Homestead's t-shirts from last gathering that they had last March, and they've got a new one out that I've got to get. I actually helped design it, and I hadn't even bought one yet. Yeah, I like it too. If I'm going to be out in the garden, I usually have this one on. It's the type of material it is, it comes clean real easy. And I get very dirty. I like digging in the dirt. Oh, Amanda, she's doing good. Eli? Yeah, I like the new shirts too, Jen. Well, Chris, I wish I had a disc and all that to do it with. I'm just doing it with a deep garden rake that I got. I like it. It works really well. I mean, the ground's already soft, so. But this spring, we're gonna till it all up and revamp it. And I'm covering it with weed cover this next time. I'm not going for pretty, I'm going for functional. Had a lot of wasted space. Hey Jen, I got you some hot peppers if you want them. I put them in the freezer yesterday. I got so many peppers I don't know what to do with them all. My freezers are full. Hey Christy. Where do you get to order the shirts? Oh, okay. On Deep South Homestead's page, on their YouTube, Bonfire is where they have their new shirts. All you have left is some collards. I'm going to put some collards in. I put some cabbage in and lettuce out front yesterday. And I've got some collards out there. I'm going to try your collards again. I've got some started in the house. But they're just not doing what I thought they would do. And it's probably my fault. I probably did something stupid. So I'm going to direct sew them this evening after I lay some fabric. I think I am going to lay fabric over the rows and then just make me some little areas. Yeah, Miss Lisa, but the weeds are not here. I mean, they're not as bad in the fall, so I didn't know whether I should just save that fabric and save the money or go ahead and lay it. But I probably am going to lay it on the rows. Just for practice, maybe. I don't know. I just don't want to waste the money. And I'm reworking my greenhouse. I had to take all the covering off of it. Not only were the cats climbing on it and making little holes in it, the wind got a hold of it and ripped it to shreds, so I pulled all that off. I just got to get myself a hammer with the little grommet things. Okay, I will, Mr. Chris. So that I can put the plastic, I call them grommets, but that's not the word for it, that helps hold the plastic without it tearing from the staples. You know what I'm talking about? So I'm just gonna buy me a hand stapler thing with those on there instead of, because I'm not willing to spend $200 or $300 on a good one, and I don't want to buy just a cheapy one if it's gonna be electric or rechargeable or whatever. I'm gonna wait and save the money and buy a good one then, but I'll get a manual one. It pays to have a manual of everything anyway, because you just never know if you're gonna lose power or not, or what's gonna happen, or sometimes it's just easier to grab something manual and go slap it up there and be done. So gotta do that. Just been helping the youngest daughter with the grandbabies and all the things that's needed to be done in this last month. Yeah, that's what it is. It's the roofing nails with the plastic washer. You know, you have those manual type hammer things, and it comes on there and it spits it out at the same time. That's what I'm talking about. I should know what to call it. Cap hammer, I think that's what it's called. So, gonna do that soon. Got to get that done, get it all ready. Yeah, we've been looking at tractors and things, not new ones, used ones. But every time we turn around and say we're gonna do that, something happens. And then they were like, well, we can't spend the money on that right now. We got to do this. So, yeah, that's how it is. Yeah, Jen, it's kind of like a stapler. So, anybody planting anything really unusual this fall? A farm all, yeah. Oh, man. The guy, one of the mechanics up the road has got an old, oh, I can't remember the numbers, Chris. I think it's like one of yours. Is it 5380 or 35? I can't remember the numbers. Hey, Dan. Anyway, it's one of the old farmalls. I love it. And he still uses it. Yeah, I used the black contractor bags in my flower beds a couple times. But I also put weed fabric down this time up front and planted lettuces and cabbage and things. I'll probably do a video on that sometime soon. I was supposed to be getting some of those billboard tarps, and this guy's supposed to be bringing to me. He just hadn't done it. I don't know if he's just wait till further in the winter or after political season is over when he gets extra of those billboards to take down. But he said he'd bring me a couple to put on the garden, so that's going to be a big, big help. We'll just have to run irrigation then. You want to come say hey? Oh, poor boy and his buddy is here. They're going to be working on the Pink Panther over there. Garlic for pest control. Huh. And I would like to get my hands on some elephant garlic, because that actually grows here. 130, or any one of them would be perfect, or even a cub. Okay. In Australia, they're in spring now. Wow. Well, we're just getting to fall. Today was the first actual fall feeling day. It was 56 this morning. So that's an awesome feeling. I've wanted to be outside all day, and it took me till just now to get out here, about an hour ago. Yep, they're over there getting ready to work on the Pink Panther. I'll see if I can give y'all a sneaky peeky at them. You see it? It's over there under the garage, and that's where they're at. Maybe I'm not making y'all sick. Can't grow much in the summer. That's true. I learned a lot, Geeky. I'm having a hard time deciding on exactly what I'm going to do that collab video on, because I learned so much stuff. Being a first garden and studying and taking the master gardener classes and all that. Yeah, I learned a lot. Now, the master gardener program, that was a good thing, but they didn't teach as much organic gardening as I would have hoped for, or as many of us would have hoped for. So it was, but it was still educational. And I even took the pesticide course and got certified in that for 5 years. Not that I plan on using it. I don't. I just wanted to know what the farmers around here was using. So I figured, you know, first-hand knowledge is better than no knowledge. First frost in Kentucky. Woo! Oh, wow. Sometimes free. Oh, my goodness. Nothing's free here. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, I like the old tractors. I really do. And Terry likes them because he, feels like that's something he could work on if he had to. The only thing we're concerned about is, finding parts and things like that. Because, yeah, it'd be nice to go buy a new tractor and all the implements that you needed, but I can't do it. I just can't do it. Can't make myself do it. I could do it. I could go in debt and do it, but I can't do that. Not in good conscience anyway. That's what I'm trying to say. I want to be out of debt. I don't have any debts. And my main debt is this house. Yeah, people do hang on to their stuff till it rots around here. That's true. Y'all, Jen Fairy Tale Creations is only 6 miles from me. So she and I know we on the same page. I don't know about In Shape. They keep me out of breath. I like them though. Yeah, I'm pretty frugal. Except for when it comes to seeds. I don't mind spending money on seeds. I try to catch all the buy one, get one sales, though. And I do save a lot. I was saving seeds yesterday on some purple beauty bell peppers that I grew because I just really liked them. One plant last week put off 26 peppers. So I was like, I'm saving seeds. And I only saved seeds from 4 or 5 of the biggest peppers that were, looked really nice. I got seeds running out my ears from that. Wow. Chris, that's a good price. And these Cherokee tans, man, they're going crazy. I've got 6 in the house right now. There's about 19 out there. Some of them are just now forming, but probably 12 or 13 of them are already almost to size. It's just a matter of waiting on them to turn tan. So that one vine just was insane. And I hope everybody I sent seeds to gets lots of pumpkins. And they share out their seeds so that we can get it all in circulation. That would be so awesome. I thought about even mailing some to Luke in my gardener just to see if he'd be interested in them. I know Baker Creek is. Every part for the old Fords are still available. Wow. I can't wait for you to get them either, Miss Helen. It's just a matter of waiting. You and Cecilia both. I mailed y'all's on the same day, which was October the 4th, so it'll probably be the 15th before they ever even get to the port to leave the U.S. So Cecilia's tracking number's not working yet, and that's probably why. Oh, I did too, Jen. I was sick about it. Yay, Wendy. Yeah, definitely share. Share. You'll have so many seeds, you'll be glad to share them out. I mean, it won't be like, oh my goodness, I got to hoard these. One pumpkin's going to put up close to 300 seeds probably. Especially the larger ones. They're just crammed full of seeds. I need to send Chris and Darlene some of those too. Chris, you want some Cherokee tan pumpkin seeds for next year? Yeah, Cecilia, that's what I said. I'm thinking seriously about just mailing him some and see if he's interested in it. I don't know if he'd be interested or not, and he probably gets all kinds of mail from folks. But he does follow me on Instagram, so I know he's seen it. I know he knows what it is. You have bad luck with pumpkins? Well, these are the ones from the Cherokee Trail of Tears, though, so they should grow up that way. I'll send you some seeds if you want to try them. You just need a trellis or a good area of space, because that one vine Going nuts out there. It's taking up a lot of room. I missed that one, Eli. Something about the old Fords have kept something. That's the bad thing about the chats on the phone. They just go away real fast. Awesome. I'll send you some. Squirrels eating the plants. Get you some blood meal. It's not going to fertilize your plants right away because it's organic and it's not very strong. But they don't like the smell of the blood meal. And I found that out by accident because I just used it everywhere in the garden and I didn't have any rabbits or any deer. And we decided it was because the blood meal stank so bad. They just don't like that. John Deere pays the bills there. Jen's got a new coyote, and she likes it. And I actually have gotten them to come over and do some bush hogging with it. And they, in my second garden, I don't know if y'all can see it. It's beyond that pumpkin vine where that black plastic is. That's the phase 2. They dished that up for me a couple months ago. And I put extra fertilizer and stuff in it, and then I covered it up. And so I could plant there too. Yep, she loves her coyote. I want to call it Coyote or something different. Buy an air rifle. Blood meal's cheaper. It's a little stanky, but it worked. Yeah, Jerusalem artichokes, good for diabetics. That's cool. Can't kill them. Well, the blood meal just run them off. They don't like the smell. Yeah. Jen says sprinkle red pepper and garlic powder. Geeky says plant garlic around. Even if you're not growing it, the plant itself emits the odors that run them off. Rat traps screwed to the tree. I just didn't have a problem, and I figured it out. It was the blood meal because it does smell weird. Squirrels in the freezer. Jen's my hunter girl. She'll eat anything. Rats with fuzzy tails, that's what I call them. Yeah, it'll take a little bit of time, Cecilia. Squirrel jerky recipe. Oh my goodness. I ate squirrel once when I was younger. Tastes like chicken. I just can't think about it too much. But I'm the same way with beef. If I start thinking about it too much, I just can't do it. And I'm pretty carnivore, so that's weird. Brunswick stew. Huh. Not a squirrel. Yeah, if I don't have to, I'm not going to. But now if I got hungry enough, I would. Well, I'm going to get off of here. I know two families trying to run their live stream and let everybody see everything going on at the HOA. And I'm going to get back out there and put some fabric across the rows that I manually tilled up. And go ahead and put some seeds out there. Make my little holes. And also plant some Glory cabbage. It's a German cabbage, Glory of Eichenheisen or something like that that I got from Baker Creek. I started from seed in the house. And so they're up pretty good size. I'm going to go ahead and put those out there too. I've got probably 8 of them already planted out in the front. In my food beds. They're not flower beds. They're food beds. So, hey, Howie. How are you? We was just talking about my flower beds are not flower beds, they're food beds. So far there's radishes, cabbages, lettuce, 2 different types of lettuce out there. There's going to be a lot more cabbages and a lot more radishes and things out there soon. Yeah, Cecilia, when I make big pots like that, I can it. Yeah, you can eat a lot of flowers, but I'm not good at growing flowers. Except for some mums I thought I killed. I just left them alone and they came back. Doing good, Howie. Doing good. Just been out in the garden today and fixing to get back out there again. Oh, yeah, try thrift stores. Maybe you can find one. I got Tasha from Pine Knot. She's bringing me, when I see her in March, she's bringing me All-American she found for 20 bucks. She messaged me and asked me, was I interested before she bought it. I said, yes. So it's a small All-American. I don't care. I'm excited to get it. Because then I can run, usually I can run that. I would be able to run that one for the leftover batch. Usually my bigger batches of stuff, I always have a couple jars left over. And so I can run both of them then. Yeah, I'm excited about it, Jen. We never find anything like that here. I look all the time when I go places. I look for that. I look for cast iron. I look on the estate sales on Facebook for local. Because I can't just up and travel with a 2-patient crew. I have to hire a sitter, and so that doesn't save me any money. So when I go off places, I definitely like to look for cast iron. And oh, and one of my friends brought me some, what she thinks is antique mason jars. I've not cleaned them up to research them yet and look at the numbers on them. But she brought me a box full. She'd already given a bunch of them away, but she saved me a few, so I'm anxious to look and see. You've got 2 All-American 941s. All right, Eli, remember me in your will. I'm just kidding. Oh, man. But I'm anxious to see if there's any really, truly antique jars in there, or if they're just older jars. I don't know if y'all saw the one that we sent Chris for his at Single Dad for his collection for his birthday. It was a lucky number 13 quart size mason jar, the blue, vintage blue. And so it was one that he needed to finish up his collection, one of his collections. He's got several collections of things. But anyway, he seemed really excited about getting it, and I was really excited about sending it to him. Yeah, we've got a thrift store here that I've never even been in. Jen's been in it. I just don't get time to do that much. So, all right, y'all. I am going to jump off. I've got work to do. Candle snuffers too, huh? So, I appreciate y'all jumping on. Don't forget, Poor Boy does Poor Boy Church, 11 a.m. Central Standard Time, which is noon Eastern Time, Sundays. Tomorrow. You too, Howie. You too, Nadina. And y'all jump in there with him. It's just a devotion type thing. He'll read a scripture and just kind of talk about it a little bit. Not any major thing. I am, Mr. Jack, I'm going to go breathe it in like it's peace to the soul. So, catch y'all later. See you tomorrow.